Alright. Hey everyone. The journey to getting my driver's license was one of the most emotionally shaking journeys of my whole life. Yeah, stop being so dramatic. It's just your driver's license. Y'all, a lot of the time, I just could not explain. Yes, it does start pretty mellow, but dang, it gets really real. It gets real. Enjoy. Hey everyone, it's me, Kristine. Welcome back to my channel. One of my good friends, Beyonce, she gave me the video idea to start like a driving series. I'm 18 years old, a very common age to learn how to drive, start learning how to drive, be driving. Where I live, you can get your L at 16. Usually people take 1 year to do all the classes to learn, maximum of 2 years, and then you get your N. I started learning when I was 17. Reason being, when I was 16, I just wasn't in place to start learning something new. I started taking consistent lessons back in September, and now we're in May. And this video is going to be a month's worth of documenting me because I'm gonna be taking my my road test on June 25th. It's the 28th today. I meant to film this a couple days ago because I really wanted to get that 1 month mark, but we move on in life. My last driving lesson was a couple days ago. I've learned that I love parking so much, and what to do at intersections is one of my biggest struggles. I overcomplicate it. My teacher has told me multiple times that I know what to do, but I just overcomplicate the situation. I'll question myself, yada yada yada. Hopefully I pass. I don't expect myself to pass just because I really am not the best driver. Like I said, I can execute the things fairly okay, but my whole issue is doubting myself, and I need to stop doing that. A mental game. So you know what? We're gonna send some positive vibes from the beginning, from the very beginning of this video. Honestly, everything is just in my head. I know what to do, and I'm gonna pass that test. Today, I was supposed to have a driving lesson. It got rescheduled. I'm kind of getting a little pissed off. Like, I have had so many driving lessons rescheduled from this one teacher. It's exactly 2 weeks until I have my driving lesson, my driving test. Do I believe I'm ready? No. But do I believe I can fake it till I make it? Yeah. Hey everyone. Okay, driving. Well, yesterday I had a lesson, today I had a lesson, I'm gonna have another lesson on Friday, another one on Monday, and then Tuesday is my test. I've learned everything since yesterday, how I'm feeling about this test. Yesterday after the test I was like, okay, yeah, we're fine, okay, whatever. My mistakes are very common things that I don't do like quite right, or not. I do it right, but not perfect when I pull over. I always kind of pull over a little too far from the curb. I just feel like everything I do has to be perfect. I'm not a perfectionist by any means with like my life. So the fact that this test is so like, I mean in my brain, it's so based on like doing everything perfect and being perfect, like literally being perfect. Y'all, I don't think you'll understand exactly how much I want this. It's like, I think that today I kind of took critiques, like small critiques that I've gotten more seriously because it's coming up so quick. Like today is Tuesday. Yeah, it's in exactly 1 week. And I want it so bad. Like, it's not embarrassing, but it's like not, like it is, it's kind of embarrassing. Okay, you know what, I'm embarrassed. The reason I want this so bad is because it's like, it's facts. I grew up in the same place my whole life, in a city, and my family and I have never owned a car, and so my whole life I've just never had a vehicle. And you know what, I'm not saying that my life was horrible, like it was so hard. It wasn't. Like I'm here, I'm perfectly fine, I have all that I need, but oh my god, calm down, Kristine, calm down. Oh my gosh, I just want this so bad, y'all. Like since my family never had a car, it's like I don't have those childhood like road trip memories, and I'm fine with that. It's not the like, oh, I want those, like, no, like I'm fine with that. It's like my parents have never, my family has never experienced those road trip memories. The fact is, like, I want to give it to them. Like, well, I'm cutting all of this out. Okay. I'm not the best driver in the world. I haven't practiced for the most amount of hours, but I want this, y'all. And if you know me, when I want something and I know that I want it, I really do want it, because it's really hard for me to know what I want, if that makes sense. But when I know, and I want it so badly, and I will literally fight for it. It's fun to, you know, drive around by yourself, blast music, hang out with friends, but like literally the reason I want this so bad is for my family, and that's like, it's not embarrassing, but I feel embarrassed. If I fail, we're gonna get back up. I'm gonna get back up and try again. Life's gonna move on, and if you don't want to move on with it, honey bun, you're gonna get stuck. I look ridiculous. Okay. Driving update. Today is Tuesday, the 25th of June. The day that I had my test. We'll get to the results of that in a bit. Or no, you know what? Let's get to them now. I failed. And the reason that I failed is for one mistake. They asked me to pull over and park, so I pulled over and say this is the curb. Pulled over, and I was a little far, but I was straight, yeah. My plan was to get the back a little closer to the curb and then swing the front forward to get closer to the curb. And I turned my wheel all the way to the right, then I overcorrect, and my car hits the curb. Ended up fixing it, which is fine. The fact is, I hit the curb, and when you hit the curb, that is an automatic fail. I'm thinking about that now for like the past 20 minutes. What if I didn't correct it? What if I just left a little bit of space there? Maybe I would have passed, because I wouldn't have hit the curb. Maybe. Who knows? But that's not a stupid thought, but let's just move on from it. I did not know whether or not I passed or failed. There was no big thing in me that was like, oh, I failed. And I did not realize that hitting a curb was an automatic fail. No, I hit it, but I also went onto the curb. Let's just note that. I went onto the curb. I was just sitting there. I didn't know. I didn't have, like, I wasn't swayed one way or the other, like, oh, I passed, oh, I didn't pass. He said that everything else was good, but when I hit that curb, it basically just automatic fail. Automatic fail. Yeah, so when he said that, it kind of just like hit me. Of course, I felt like bawling my eyes, but I had to keep it together because my driving teacher was still there. When I was going home, I wanted to bawl my eyes, but I couldn't because I was taking public transportation. When I got home, my dad was still home, so I didn't want to bawl my eyes. I definitely shed some tears on the walk home. I'm not mad. I'm not angry. I'm not frustrated. I'm just sad. That's what I texted people. Like, I'm just sad. Once I got home, I went to the washroom, cried a little bit, but I was like, Kristine, just like, keep it together, keep it together, keep it together. Don't cry, don't cry. Once my dad left for work, I shed a couple more tears, but I was like, Kristine, no, no, no. And right now, I'm alone, finally. After that whole disappointment, my body wants to just bawl. But like my brain is like, no, 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 we're not giving up. We're not throwing it. We're not doing that. Like, and like if y'all feel like, oh my gosh, like I'm such a failure. I can never get anything right. Nothing's going for me in life. Like, stop. I know that feeling of I can't fail and I can't fail. So, moving on, the moment I got home, I logged onto my account to book my next appointment. It didn't let me book my next appointment because it was less than an hour. Logged back in again. They didn't let me do it. Logged back in again. And I think that time I could book another one. So I was checking all the locations near me, and all the other locations, October. The next available appointment was October. I'm so sorry, y'all, but I can't wait for October. So I checked like a different section of where I live, which is a little farther away, but it's still fairly easy to get there, honestly. They had an opening for July 19th, and I was like, frick yeah! So I told my dad, and he was like, no, just wait till October, wait till October. And I'm like, no, like I'm not waiting till October. After convincing my dad that I could do it over there, I booked the spot. I reached out to a friend who is like more familiar with the area if they know any driving schools, because I'm gonna also have to rent a car for my test. Who would've phone. This journey continues, y'all. I will be continuing to document until July 19th. I need to find a driving school, book the driving school, rent the car for my driving test. I'm also probably gonna head over there to, you know, go to the driving school and have some practices as well. If y'all fail, just get back up. Just get back up, y'all. Just get back up. But I understand that when you want something so bad and it doesn't happen, like, don't lose that fight of wanting it. Because just because you didn't get it doesn't discredit your urge to want it. Because, like, of course, there's that inner thing in you where you're like, oh, maybe I don't even deserve to get my license. Oh, maybe I don't even deserve to get that internship or that scholarship or that job or get into that school. It doesn't mean that if you fail the first time, it doesn't mean that you're not necessarily meant to get that or be there, you know? This documentation video is honestly something else. Like, I understand, I'm so sorry, y'all, that it's just a lot of talking. It's just I can't really bring a camera into a driving lesson or into any type of situation like that. Hi, friends. Yeah, I don't even know what I'm putting myself through, but as y'all know, the plan was the plan. My test was booked in a different area than where I live. Right? Great. Then I had to tackle finding a driving school so I could rent a car to drive there and also take a couple lessons so I'm familiar with the roads there because I've never driven there before. First glance, I had a lot of options. I was like, yeah, this is gonna be so easy. So I started calling and they were all like, yeah, I'm sorry, all of our nothing's available, like we're starting to book for August, September, I'm so sorry, la 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 la. So I was on the phone with the second to last school. Just like, is there any way, or do you think it's any way possible that like a spot might open up? And da 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 da. And she was like, yes, I'm so sorry, no. And I was like, yeah, thank you, goodbye. And when I hung up the phone, I just started bawling my eyes. I just felt so not like defeated. I felt so crushed. I know that there are so many fighters out there. There are so many out there that are just like, you know, there's a common trend in their life that, you know, we're kind of just, we're fighting through life sometimes. And, you know, it's common. You know, fighting is not a foreign thing for us. Not like, rah, rah, or like, you know, this fighting, but like fighting through life and like striving and pushing yourself, that type of fighting. I know that there are so many of y'all out there, but I just got so tired of the fight. Like, I was like, I only have one school left to call. The other schools either gave me that answer or didn't reply. I think like 2 didn't pick up the phone. I was like, there's only one school left for me to call, and if this isn't it, then I can't, like, what am I gonna do? My body just got so light. Like, I got lightheaded. I don't think it was a panic attack. I just think my body went into some form of shock because I kind of lost it. I hung up the phone and I just started bawling my eyes because I felt so just, like, I still wanted to fight, but the fight was getting really dang tired. So I called the last school and they were like, oh yeah, when's your test? And I was like, da 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 da. They're like, what time? I told the time and they're like, yep, we have an opening. And my heart started to beat. I could not believe it. I could not believe it. I've calmed down a little, like a lot from that point, so that's why I'm pretty mellow right now. But I could not believe it. Everything got resolved and I cannot believe that I have rebooked my test. I found a driving instructor for my lessons to get familiar with the layout of the land because I've never driven there before. Just went through so many freaking emotions throughout like these past 8 hours or something like that. From 9, I guess, till now, and it's like almost 4. Like, y'all, like, I'm going to be traveling, what, like, I think 5 hours in total just to even get there. I'm doing all this for a driving lesson. What is my life? I thought of filming while I was bawling my eyes out and kind of shaking a little bit, but I decided not to because that's not going on the internet. If you don't have a reason to fight anymore, like, I want you to fight. I want you to fight so very, very badly. I love y'all so much, and I hope that y'all love yourselves too, and this video is turning into something that it's not. Driving is the focus, and okay. I'll see y'all probably on Friday. Part 2. Here we go. I'm back. Yeah, I was just crying. Because they said I wasn't allowed to drive.